Some people thought they were just disrespecting you, but what they didn't realize is they were disturbing something ancient. This isn't about offense. This is about prophecy. They didn't attack a person. They triggered a realm. If that hits your spirit already, drop 77 in the comments right now. Not just as engagement, but as agreement, because heaven is marking alignment. Welcome back, chosen one. If this message found you, it's not because you were scrolling. It's because heaven summoned you. And I need you to listen closely, because the shift you've been feeling isn't paranoia. It's promotion. You didn't fight back, not because you were afraid, but because your silence was the loudest confirmation of who you are. They called you weak because you didn't clap back. But what they didn't know is that silence is the native language of the anointed. When David was mocked, he didn't argue. He reached for a stone. When Jesus stood before Pilate, he didn't protest. He allowed the cross. What they called surrender was strategy. And what you're walking in now isn't revenge. It's revelation. You see, chosen one, a volcano doesn't announce itself with noise. It waits, it builds. And then in one holy rupture, it reshapes the entire landscape. That's you. You've been still, but you've been storing something the world isn't ready to measure. Olives don't give oil until they're crushed. Diamonds don't shine until they're cut. And chosen vessels, they don't carry fire until they've been pressed in silence. That wasn't just pressure, that was proof. They thought they were gossiping about someone random. They didn't realize they were tampering with sacred territory. You didn't lose your voice. You were just waiting on divine clearance. Because when heaven opens its mouth about you, there's nothing left to prove. Let's be clear, the attack wasn't an interruption. It was initiation. That moment of betrayal, that season of abandonment, that long night where you wept quietly so no one would worry, that wasn't weakness. That was your anointing ceremony. You didn't get pushed out. You got positioned. You weren't overlooked. You were underground like bamboo, building root systems for years before shooting up feet in days. They thought you were absent, but you were absorbing, preparing, aligning, and now heaven is pushing you through the surface, unannounced, uncontested. Your restraint wasn't missed. It was measured. Every time you chose to be quiet when you could have exposed them, heaven took note. Every time you let them win the argument while you built the altar, something eternal shifted. They thought they were burying you in silence, but God was building you in stillness. You're not crazy for sensing the atmosphere change. They feel it too. That awkward pause when your name comes up, that tension when you walk in a room, that's not intimidation. That's recognition. Their spirit knows what their mouth won't say. Your rank has shifted. You were never the victim, you were the vault. Heaven didn't just protect you from the attack, it used it to upgrade you. And now the very thing they meant to break you became the stage that revealed you. What if the trap was actually theirs? What if every word spoken against you was a spiritual receipt, now being cashed in full? What if their betrayal gave you the elevation they were praying for themselves? This is not revenge. This is divine realignment. Some of you have been praying, God, when will they see me? But you've been asking the wrong question. Heaven already saw you. Hell already fears you. The real question is, when will you recognize yourself? Because the moment you do, the room changes. And no, it won't be loud. It'll be like a tremor, quiet, but unshakable. You didn't fold. You didn't flinch. And that was the sermon. Thunder doesn't need to explain why the sky shakes. So if you've been walking through the fire without fanfare, if you've been enduring the betrayal without explanation, if you've been carrying weight that no one else could see, hear this. Your rank has been confirmed. Your silence spoke what your lips didn't need to. You weren't delayed. You were being announced. You weren't dismissed. You were being unwrapped. And now that you know what you carry, you'll never apologize for your weight again. The light has recognized you, and so has the darkness. If this word stirred something in your spirit, comment 77 below. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to remember who they are, and subscribe to join a family that's done shrinking. We don't chase applause, we carry alignment. You're not just chosen, you're cleared. You're not just seen, you're summoned. Welcome to the unveiling. Now go forward. Your rank has been revealed, and the realm has been notified.